bitch sitting at the diesel pump in her gas car, not even pumping diesel. Not even pumping gas. Not doing anything. Just hanging out. Camping out. That's a Corolla though. Whatever. She heard me. That's what I do. I answer phone calls while I'm pumping gas. Yeah, you can back up so you don't blow up. This came from Matt Field in 2012. It has his name somewhere on it. It might be worn off by now. But he's still in it. Well, I transported him all year in our rig, so he left it in there and didn't come back for it. Probably because that was broken. He was like, oh, I'll leave this for Chelsea and it's broke ass to have. I took it. I use it every day. I need to make a meme like how you drive with gas cans in your car. It's just like some old grandma and everybody's, look at this guy behind us. Everybody's honking at us. This guy's like about to rear end us. But he don't know. He don't know that I'm hauling sketchy cargo that could ruin the interior of my vehicle in like 5 seconds. You don't know. We didn't blow up on the way home. And now this is how you paint cars and stay warm in the winter or even in the fall in the Northwest. This is a 100,000 BTU heater. We'll have this room to 100 degrees in like 20 minutes. Crazy. What? Right in the line of fire. It's alright. Now it's up to 75 degrees like it wants it to be. YOLO. Paint is dusted on everything. My phone, my glasses. This is what happens when I go away from my phone for 5 seconds too, by the way. Kill me. If you ever wonder why I don't get back to you on YouTube or Instagram, that is the reason why. Plugs on this thing. Haven't gotten around to it yet. After we do plugs, we'll do an oil change. Depending on if I have enough oil to do it. Let's see what I have. So pull the coil packs. I need to do a battery tie down too. Add that to the list before we go to the track. Yeah, it just sucks because you can't do it all with one tool. You gotta go get a small wrench to shove it in there. I'm gonna go on Amazon and buy one of those like hood mounted lights too. That'd be nice. I think it's about time to invest in that. I normally work on the engine of the car always facing the other direction and the shop door's open, so there's always plenty of light, but one of those under hood lights would be nice. Pull your coil packs out. Slide my sketchy battery out of the way. So it looks like there's a little moisture in 5, and that's just going to be from the hood Oh, and water in sixth. So it's super typical of these cars to have that problem because of the hood, and it basically leaks water out into this area right here. It's damp but not wet, so it should be alright pulling the plugs. Oh, water on the top of the plug, but not on the bottom. Plug looks fine, just getting water up there in the top, so we'll definitely have to seal that up. Same thing here, some water and rust up top. Plug looks really good though. I would almost reuse the plugs, but I'm already in here, so. I got my plugs at 28. So use a 25 and then a 3. Turbo cars, we want to gap a lot lower. This is actually lower than the stock gap, but we beat the shit out of our cars, so. So these come out of my race car, so they're already pre-gapped down to 17. So I gotta actually bring the gap back up. Can't even get the thing in there. So I just tighten it down until I feel the gasket crush all the way, and then I go 1/8 of the turn. Yeah, I mean, it's like probably like 18 foot-pounds, but just crush the gasket all the way, and then holding the ratchet like choked up a lot. Just put an 1/8 turn on it. Gonna get high. Again. So I'm gonna lacquer thinner off everything in the car because I know I gotta overspray. Keep everything nice and clean, and then I'll put a quick deal of like leather wipes on top of it. That way, protects the paint again, or the vinyl again. Sucks. I have no idea how I'm gonna ever paint that, the front of that cage. When I shadow the windshield, maybe. I'm just immediately drying out the leather on this dash to not have paint on it. Oh well. I found this in the car, which is terrifying.
Check it out.
It could actually be from this motor. I doubt it. I bet you that's why this motor's in the car. I hope to God, because that is super hammered.
It's the worst feeling ever.
I know, you're like, that could be one cylinder in here. So obviously a million of you guys out there are like, why are you so concerned about having interior in this car? That seems really stupid. while I would agree with you because I like having as little weight as possible in the car, I will be probably sending this to Texas to drive Texas street legal, and you have to have interior in the car in order to compete. And I don't want to make any excuses, so definitely putting all the interior back in this. And then also I do drive this a lot on the street, so having interior definitely makes it nicer. So I had him do the cage so he has a harness bar here but not here, so that normal people can still sit over here. They can even sit over here, but it's definitely like death race if you get into an accident. You're definitely gonna bash your face off really bad right here. But mostly I would just have my dog back here or something anyway, so it'd be alright. Alright, so we're adjusting the e-brake on this, and we're gonna add my secret extension like I always do. So you just need a 9mm and a 12mm. And this wrench is too big to actually fit both of them.
If it was a JDM car, you just need a 10mm.
Yeah. But you only have one cable too though. And they stretch way easier than the BMW ones do. So you'll loosen this guy. I should have grabbed sockets. I'm stupid. I didn't even grab an open-end wrench for this. I know I already covered this in the How to Drift car, but I end up doing this to all my cars for a while because the handbrake actually lasts a really long time before you need to do a hydro. It works really well as long as you have it adjusted correctly. So I end up doing this just to get me by until the hydro. Sometimes it ends up lasting the life of the car. So you just adjust it until there's like 1 inch of play before it actually grabs at the rear wheels. So that way you've maximized the amount of throw the handbrake can give. And you'll have to adjust it a few times at the track. It'll wear out basically. And then from there, you know, if it wears out, you can either put a new cable and shoes in and continue doing it that way, or you can go ahead and adjust the, or just put a hydro in there. So I'm about to have a good time trying to bend that thing. It's alright. I don't think it's gonna work. That was sketchy. Jesus. How about not? Yeah, that's not gonna work. It's too big of a gap top to bottom. For this particular car, 16 inches is the magic number for the maximum length we can have before it starts hitting the dash and shit. Probably gonna fall out because I didn't tie a knot in it. Harbor Freight press life.
Faster.
We're getting there. feel like it's just gonna spin off this thing. I probably need to put a piece underneath it. What do you think? No?
Probably, it's round, you know.
It's going. That's scary. Oh no. Wrong size.
That's custom right there.
Custom, dog. Extra. Yeah, you just turn this thing until it falls apart and breaks. Seems legit. So yeah, you just put it in reverse and you take it to the edge so you can still get in reverse. Then you fucking, I usually just put a Tech screw there, but maybe we'll weld this one because we feel like doing something fancy.
It's already custom.
Dude, that shit's money, dude. Don't be hating on me. This sucks because then when you want to take it apart, you can't. Nah, Tech screw it is. Let's get the Tech screw. Gotta get all the scale off of it. No homo. So what hand it is, Tanner?
Okay.
Sweet. Of course, I have no idea what the length needs to be, though. Putting belts in here. I had some really crappy ones in there before, so just getting these at least just snugged in there, so that way when the time comes to put the seat in and get the length right, I have to only do half the work. Try to get these sub belts to the right length. Take quite a bit out of them. Go in your home. Oh, oh, right there. Yeah. There we go. Now you just gotta get this front one in there. Oh my god. So we just got done putting belts in the car, some leftovers I had from last season. So we got them adjusted. We're just gonna double check to make sure everything is good. The dog wants to check it out too, apparently. What's up, dog? Tired? Alright. Sweet. Belt's right below the belly button, right where it's supposed to be. Everything gets tight. Crotch belt I'm ready to flip this thing and crash and maybe survive. We'll see. Yeah. Dude, you gotta have them around here if you have carpet. All the pine needles and shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a tech screw in this bitch too, so this door thing doesn't fly off again. Oh, more tools. Floor mat install. Cut floor mat around roll cage. Install floor mat. We do is a trim here. Give her a little trim. Everybody on my channel probably complains about what we're using to cut things, but she works good.
Need a knife sponsor.
Need a knife sponsor. Need rad knives. My boy Colin to hook me up. Now we got our trimmed rubber floor mat. Little twisty things in there. Only winter packages came with this. It doesn't even get that cold here. That's what's funny. It just rains and it's like has pine trees. Yeah. Just putting the door panel on.
Seems legit.
Shit won't come off again now. Got one there. We're golden. Hopefully the window still goes up and down. No. I measured it first. She's a little high up, but won't fall off anymore. DeWalt, you're really dropping the ball here with this speed. These are supposed to be multi-speed. All or nothing. Shit's broken. It's 5 years old, 6 years old probably. That'd be nice because that other shifter won't do this at all.
Leave a little room though for the grip.
Yeah, but I'll move the other shifter so it's over more. I don't want it to be anywhere near the steering wheel. That's my thing. Right about there works good. Grab another self-tapper. With me. Let me just run this by you real quick. Smell that. Ugh.
Taste it.
It's been like that for like 5 years. I switched over to this so I could actually maybe get through this. Instead of just having one speed. Oh no!
Back her out.
No, I drilled through the piece inside that locks it.
Golden.
That's why we did that, and we didn't weld it. Alright. You just bend the little tab, but She's ready, dog. She is ready for the meats. Sunroof, dog. Gotta have it. Still works. Every time I use it, I cross my fingers. Much unlike this window over here. Shit's sketch. She's solid. Alright. Dude, this is it. I think we're about ready to go drift this thing. This is awesome. We just need a clutch to be able to drift in the dry, but it'll do alright in the rain. We actually have the clutch already, but we're waiting on drive shaft from some guy up north a little bit further. He's been slacking. He's like, I'm like, yo, let me PayPal you. He's like, okay, cool. And I ask him what his PayPal. He's like, I don't have one, but I think my girlfriend does. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, let me pay you for this part that's been sitting in your garage that you said you really want to get rid of, so that I can have my car running and ripping, so I can go shred. I'm trying to get ready for the next Parc day. Let's do this. Oh man. This thing rubs so bad.
Euro trash, right?
Euro trash.
Oh my god.
What?
It's pretty stiff too.
It's not stiff at all.
It's rubbing.
What?
Yeah, when it's rubbing.
Why would it be stiff when it's rubbing? It's rubbing fiberglass. It goes over bumps like nothing, dude. It just pretty much rubs all the time. Works. We're good. Oh yeah, she ready. I know, I lowered the back because I modified all the subframe. I lifted the subframe up, and I modified the control arms and lifted those up. And then I quickly realized, oh crap, I have so much front subframe riser that I can't even get the car to tow back to zero. So the car has to be like on the ground, insanely low in the back to make it work right now. So that's my dilemma. So the car is stupid low on the back. It's actually not even that low. It's just hitting the flares because my wheels are so big. Yep. No misfire though. Solid. I got my new tune from Jordan. It's got a little elevated idle, so it idles at like 1200 now. Turn the burble off below 4000. Oh my gosh. It'll self-clearance itself, man. It'll self-clearance itself. Wham wham. Gotta get some heat in this motor. It definitely works though. It's good. Test confirmed. Don't worry. Oh, dude, I'm about to be so bummed. Are you kidding me? What? I think that the dude forgot to hook the heater back up. Maybe it's just not warm enough yet. We'll see. We'll let it warm up. We'll see. What's up? Damn, that lens goes pretty wide. 10 mil?
Yeah.
Dang, ballin'. You gotta get that battery charged though, dog.
It's alright.
You have spare?
No.
Oh, sick.
I have a spare camera.
Oh, perfect. That's fine. We don't roll with spare batteries. We just bring spare cameras. No big deal. Throw it off your shoulder.
The spare camera has spare batteries.
Oh, okay. Got it.
But this one's waterproof.
Got it.
Sick.
I like how eventually it just reaches a wheel speed that no longer makes noise, but it's still rubbing. I'd really like the defroster right now. I seriously think that I don't have any heat adjustment. I think the guy who did the cage forgot to connect this cable back up to switch the heater core on. We'll see. Works. It definitely needs some adjustment at the drum though.
Yeah.
That's alright. Yeah. Get someone to pull that off and reconnect it. I don't know how to do that. This should be blowing hot air by now. Oh well. Jealous with it.
Just a bit.
Oh my god, Van, you're killing me.
Just a squeaky bit. Stancer life though.
It's mega stancer life, that's for sure.
Bro life over there.
She definitely fits good and tight. It's flush and blowing through the top of the fenders. Come on, get out on the horn! Lost my phone in the middle of that. RPF 1s. Damn. This shit's sick, dog. That SI life. This used to be the Honda of BMWs with a 4-cylinder in it, but now it's just an M car that's shorter. Yeah, another like lowered car in front of us too. Sad thing is that SI will probably still beat me in a race. I like his purple lug nuts though. I'll let him know we're Fitman's credit card here with the squeaking.
Better than credit card.
Got a little like turbo noise there, you heard that?
Yeah.
With the squeak? I thought he was gonna try to race us, but he's a pussy. That front wheel drive ain't gonna do him so hot in the rain. Plus, dude, my shit revs way higher than his. I mean, look at this. That shit goes to the moon, dog. Drift car life. Zero front grip. Barely does anything when you steer. This road is so messed up right here. See, I didn't say the F word, so you don't have to go and beep that out now. I'm like messed up right here. I love it though, this thing just like blows the tires off on command. Everybody out there building stupid 500 horsepower cars, oh big steel plate. You're stupid. You should just be building 250 horsepower SOV2s. There's zero reason. Oh Jesus! Oh no, Jesus! All these parking lots have people in them still. Doing a little Ebrake brake check here. Works.
It looked a lot better outside the car.
Oh yeah. I try to go for third, but this clutch won't hang. It just slips, even in the rain. It's alright, we're going to Jesus Chicken.
No blinker though.
What do you mean no blinker? I got it.
You drifted
Oh,
with the
my
blinker
spot.
on. Oh yeah. Go get it. Take a picture.
I'm gonna break the law. I gotta make sure I use my turn signal.
They're like, you drifted back there. I was like, no, I put my blinker on.
I put my signal on to tell you I was gonna drift.
Yeah. I was drifting this way.
Right. Why not, right?